People often ask me how KAP came into my life. And when I look back at it, it almost feels like the pieces were already falling into place long before I even knew what KAP was. For many years, I was dedicated to personal growth. I went to seminars, masterminds, workshops, you name it. And I was also very much into meditation. I meditated every day. And one day I stumbled upon an advertisement of a Vipassana retreat, a silent retreat here in Portugal. And I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that life gives us signals. And this really felt like one. And the reason is because at that time I was still living in Holland and I was about to immigrate to Portugal. So I went to the retreat and I was very disciplined because I wanted to get the most out of it. And towards the end of the retreat, something extraordinary happened. I could feel an energy field around me. I could feel the energy in my hands. And it was an amazing feeling. And I even remember when I was sitting in my room, I could hear the energy buzzing around my head. So after the retreat, I knew that I had to do something with energy. I need to explore more about energy. But at that time, I didn't know what. And about a half year later, a new friend of mine came by the house and suddenly started talking about KAP. And I was fascinated. I was like, okay, what is this? And I didn't hesitate one moment when I got the invitation for a private session later that evening. And that evening literally changed my life. From the very first touch, I felt the energy rushing through my body. It was powerful, it was undeniable, but at the same time it was also familiar. So I knew this was the thing that I was been looking for, that I had been looking for. So soon after, I signed up for the facilitated training in Mexico. And this is also where a new beautiful chapter of the story begins. Without knowing each other, Magdalena and I ended up booking a same flight from Portugal to Mexico. And not only that, we were assigned the seats next to each other, right next to each other. What are the chances? And it didn't stop there. Even during the training, we were kept putting together again and again. And after the training, we returned to the Algarve and we held independently sessions in our own area. We were living about an hour away from each other at that time. But not long after that, we started collaborating and holding sessions and holding events together. And from the moment that we were starting holding sessions together, we always got the same feedback. And the male, the female energy combined, it is so much more powerful. And later on, it became even more powerful because of the flavor of love for each other as life partners. KAP changed my life in ways I've never expected. I live life more fully now. It is richer, it is juicier, it's more vibrant, and I'm more in touch with myself and with others, and just simply the joy of being alive. And the beautiful thing is that I get to share this with other people as well. Together with Magdalena, we create space for others to reconnect with their own life force, with their own energy, with their own potential. And those transformations are the greatest gift of my life.